And welcome everybody to SNHU Arena here in downtown Manchester. It all comes down to this, the finals of the Division I hockey tournament with your two-time champions, hopefully three-time Bedford Bulldogs against the number 2 seed Hanover Marauders. Harry Kozlowski here with the play-by-play along with Mike Bernard. But here we go, ready to drop the puck. Bear takes the face-off, but it's the Marauders that take control of the puck. Fire it into the Bedford end. Stadheim in the corner, being checked by Spencer. Puck is still loose. Come up by Hanover. Shot from the face-off circle is blocked, then fired back in. Another shot just wide of the net. Up to the point. That's McNulty, but the play's broken up by Bedford, and now they break out. Flynn backhands it up to Bear. He can't control it, so it's fired back into the Bedford end where Spencer takes control, but he's being forechecked by the Marauders. Pass up the ice to Jake San Clemente. He turns it over. Lehman for Hanover flips it in. Puck is still loose in the Bedford end, but finally the Bulldogs recover. And now turnover at the blue line. Still not sure who is in control. Finally fired into the Bedford end where Spencer has it behind the net. Up the board to San Clemente. Hanover's really applying the forecheck here quite effectively.
Yeah, it's so important that Bedford comes out here and establishes themselves and plays good defense and pushes the puck up, what you're doing right now. That's important. They just can't sit back. They got to pick up where they left off and put the pressure on Hanover.
So San Clemente fires it behind the Hanover net, but it's taken there by their defense. That's McNulty. He's checked. Still trying to come up with it along the board. Finally, Bedford has it. Brian Greer fires it into the far corner. Sylvain tries to get control of it, but it squirts out to Woods for Hanover. Puck squirts out of the zone. And here comes Zinman with the puck. He's 1-on-3 along the board. Weak shot intercepted by Vadia, who rounds behind his net and fires it up the board. Sylvain fires it into the corner. Now behind the net where Oberting takes over for the Marauders. He's checked off the puck by Musgrave. Musgrave behind the net looking for somebody to center it to. He comes out front, gets it to the point to Greer. He fires it across ice to the corner to Vadia, who tries to take control. He's checked. And then finally the Marauders clear the zone, but they turn it over. Back into the corner now. And up the board to the point. Giroux's long shot, that's wide of the net. Greer holds it in.
Great job by Bedford keeping the puck in the end zone there, Harry.
And now finally Gardner brings it around for Hanover. Still having a little trouble getting it out. Like you said, Bedford applying some of the forecheck as well. And now Plotner, he gets checked off the puck. Into the neutral zone. Here comes Kyle Greer along the board, being watched by Stedheim. And now Bear joins him in the corner. Trying to come up control. Along the board, there's Eric Flynn there as well. Spencer tries to pinch it in, but it squirts out into the Bedford end where Parker Joyce chases it down. He's checked in the corner.
Yeah, you see Marty's got his first line back together with Bear coming back from that 1-game suspension with Bear, Flynn, and Greer together on that first line.
Flynn's shot is weak behind the net. Warhold for Hanover. Puck comes out of the zone, but Bedford fires it right back in. They have to get it back onside. Puck is shot out into the neutral zone. Parker Joyce flips it up to Eric Flynn, a little too far. Puck is still bouncing around the blue line. Greer tries to get it in. Now it comes right back out, but Bedford has control and backhands it back into the zone. It's 11-12 remaining in the first period. No score in this Division I final.
No whistles yet, Harry.
And it's definitely a quick played period so far. And now Lehman picks it up for Hanover. He can't do anything with it because he's checked off the puck by Sylvain. Jake San Clemente along with Sylvain. He tries to center it. Squirts out of the zone, fired right back in. Hits the official though. Now finally goes behind the Hanover net. Warhold fires it up. Intercepted by Bedford. They fire right back on goal. And Larock in net for Hanover. He has to kick that away. Held in by Bedford. Into the corner. Now loose along the board. There's a shot that's blocked by number 18, Zinman. Yeah, you can see it stung him. Bedford manages to control the puck. No real offensive chances yet, but they seem to be keeping the play in the Hanover end pretty well here, keeping control. Now along the board, Hanover finally has a lane to break it up, but nope. Broken up by Bedford. Sylvain gets taken down there in that attempt. And now finally here come the Marauders into the zone. There's a shot by Wilson that's kicked away by Lorendo. And Bedford recovers and comes back the other way.
Yeah, that was a nice check by the Hanover player on Bedford.
Bedford is making a change right now with the puck deep in the Hanover end. Bailey for the Marauders up to Plotner. Held in. There's a long shot from the point by Wozlak. That was high and wide. Goff for Hanover sends it across into the Bedford end where Spencer for Bedford picks it up. Now Musgrave. Oh, big collision at center ice. Puck was loose for a moment in the slot, but now recovered by Hanover. Plotner crosses center ice into the Bedford zone, but Spencer checks him off the play. Now in the corner, Plotner up to the point. Stedheim, his long shot is gloved by Lorendo. We finally get a whistle.
Yeah, it's been we've got 9:10 left in the first period here. This is the first whistle of the game, so a couple of things we wanted to touch upon. Hanover got here, courtesy of beating BG 3-2, ended up being the 2 seed, Bedford being the 4 seed. So these two teams played each other twice this year. Once in the Christmas Day tournament, they won 4-2. Bedford won 4-2, and then a regular season game in Dartmouth, Bedford won that game 4-1.
Now back in the corner of the Bedford end. Parker Joyce fires it up into the neutral zone. Shots are 2-zip in favor of the Marauders. Now we get an icing on Hanover.
So a couple key points for the game here, what you want to look for here, it's for Bedford. It's so important that they establish their defense. Don't get caught, don't pinch, play back, get back when they have to, and back check. That's one of the things you're going to be looking for today. Hanover takes advantage of mistakes, and if Bedford makes a mistake, Hanover will capitalize on it.
Bear on the face-off. He goes into the corner. They try to get control, but finally Hanover gets it into the other corner. Lehman picks it up and shoots it up the board to Stedheim. Stedheim, cross-ice pass to Plotner. Here they come, 2-on-2. Long shot kicked away by Lorendo. Plotner tries to get his own rebound, goes into the corner and loses it. Now here comes Bedford, taking it out of the zone. Pass up ice to Bear. He's being checked by Zinman. Still has control in the corner, just winding around the net up to the point. Long shot there by Brian Greer. That goes wide. And I think it's by design. I think they're trying to set something up when they fire that shot wide like that.
They're looking for the open man on the corner. Absolutely right.
Greer tries to cross the line, but you can hear the official blows his whistle. It's offsides.
So a couple of things, Harry, for Bedford to win this game. They got to keep the pressure on, and they got to keep going after the goalie. LaRock is a very solid goalie, but he tends to give up rebounds, and Bedford has to be there and just keep putting pucks on the net and crashing the net for the rebounds.
No score so far in the first period. Out of 6 left to play. Shots on goal 3-0 in favor of Hanover. Bedford's a lot of shot attempts, they're just not reaching LaRock. So.
And I give the speed to Bedford. I give the speed edge to Bedford. They're a quicker team than Hanover.
Up the board, puck in the neutral zone. Sylvain has it, drops it back to Spencer. Spencer fires it up the board, and Parker Roberto has it. Centering pass, broken up there, but Roberto gets the puck back. Flips it up to the point to Spencer. Back down low to Jake San Clemente, too far. Now Parker Roberto in the other corner. Back to San Clemente. Still along the board. Check up to the point. Long shot by Joey San Clemente. That's intercepted by Hanover. And now Bedford brings it right back in. Sylvain, 1-on-1, gets checked off. Puck is shot away. And the Marauders come back the other way. Too far, though. Spencer fires it back. And Jake San Clemente fires a long shot, a long wrister that's gloved by LaRock.
That's a good idea. Get a shot on net, get a whistle, change the lines, get a fresh line out there, and continue the attack on Hanover. So far it's been all Bedford. A couple shots by Hanover, no really threats, but Bedford's really carried the play in this first period with 7:11 left in the game, in the first period, I should say.
In the face-off in the corner, across now to Obertang. He tries to get the puck up, and he does. Up to Plotner. Plotner crosses into the Bedford end with several players on him. Now he comes loose, loses the puck temporarily. Now it skitters out of the zone. They have to clear it. Back comes Bedford. Parker Joyce behind the goal line. Long pass up the board taken over by number 19, Gardner. Now Plotner. It bounces off his stick into the Bedford end. Joyce fires it right back out. In the neutral zone, Musgrave has it now into the Hanover end. He gets checked off the puck. Gets it right back. Still behind the net. Hanover comes up with the control. Bounces off the board. Backhanded back down low. Musgrave tries to chase it, but Obertang is there to take it away from him. Plotner now chips it up to his partner. Big hit there on Wilson, put on by Brian Greer.
Watch Greer, he's winding up.
Collision in the center ice area there. Draws an ooh and ah from the crowd.
Yeah, I think Stadheim got the worst of that one, Harry.
And I think they're going to call that an offsides anyway.
So a couple of players you have to really watch out for. Hanover, they're a sneaky team. They have a couple good players and really put the puck in the net. Plotner's one of them. McNulty's one of them. But you really have to watch out for Stadheim. He's probably the better player, the best player on the team that really can bury the puck if you're not careful.
Hanover goes into the Bedford zone. Lehman's shot goes over the net, over Lorendo. Centering pass, misses everybody. Kyle Greer takes it over and gets the puck across. Now it goes to Bear. Bear over the blue line, tries to get one man. Puck rolls right to LaRock. He tips it away to his player, Goff.
Yeah, tried to split the defense there, but they weren't having it.
Greer is forechecking, not letting the Hanover cross the zone, but they finally do. Then lose it in the neutral zone, then recover. Puck is over to McNulty now. His clearing pass up, misses his teammate Lehman. Bedford chases down into the corner. Now up the board, too far for Flynn. Puck is loose. McNulty picks it up, and he loses it. Now here's a cross-ice pass, and Bedford breaks out. Greer gets by one man, fires it into the Hanover end, where McNulty picks it up. Now Woods, he gets control back. Turnover now, shot by Bedford. That's kicked away by LaRock.
Nice save by LaRock. Up
to the point, back down low to Parker Roberto, but Hanover takes it away, and they break out of their zone, 3-on-2. Zinman along the board, centering pass in front, but kind of handcuffed Woods there, couldn't get a shot off. Now in the slot, another centering pass, they couldn't get a shot away. A shot from the point deflected behind the net. Daly tries to pick it up behind the net and does, looking for a man to center it to.
Yeah, got to be careful here.
Still behind the net. Fighting away to check. That's blocked. The centering pass is blocked right there by Bedford. Now back behind. Going to Woods. His centering pass knocked away. Good defense there by the Bulldogs.
Yeah, we talked about that, Harry. Bedford's really stepping up with their defense. Forwards are coming back and helping out.
Now Roberto, he takes a long shot that's deflected into the corner in the Hanover end. McNulty tries to clear the zone out, but it's held in there by Marable. Obertang tries to go around his own net, winds up knocking it off the post, and we get a whistle.
Yeah, the shots on goal right now, Harry. Bedford has down. They got Hanover has more shots than Bedford, 3-2, but Bedford's been carrying the play here. So more time in the zone for Bedford. Not a lot of shots though.
No score so far in the first period. Just 3:45 left to play, and the face-off to the left of LaRock. It goes into the Hanover corner. They fire it along the board and out of the zone. But Bedford fires it right back in. Oh, nice big check in front of the net by Bedford. They got the puck behind the net. He gets taken down. Now the pile up in the corner.
Got to be careful here. Don't get a bad penalty.
Wozlak there along with Musgrave. Puck finally squirts off to the other side. Held in momentarily by Vadia. Now into the neutral zone where Giroux has it for Bedford. Up the board. So far, neither team giving the other a lot of room to operate.
No, it's a defensive game right now. Obviously, 3 shots apiece, but they're testing each other out. The first period, quick first period, with only 2:57 left. But you're right, Harry. It's a defensive game right now.
So Kyle Greer, first line's out there for Bedford. Kyle Greer, pass across, goes right to Bear at the point. He fires a shot, kicked away by LaRock. Rebound, almost gotten there by Kyle Greer, but the puck is shot out of the Bedford end. They have to regroup. Clearing pass now into
that should
the
be
Bedford
icing.
end.
It is. Okay.
And it's going to be an icing call. Thank you for catching that. 2:34 left, no score here in the first period between Hanover and Bedford. You're listening to Bedford High Hockey, Championship Hockey on Bedford 105.1, and watching it on BCTV 23 on a tape delay basis. We've got the TV crew who are taping the game, but we won't be able to put it on BCTV 23 for another 3 days, so watch for it on the website. On the face-off, they're going to do that again.
Yeah, the shift before here, I just want to point out Wozlak did a great job forechecking, got the puck away, got a couple of good shots, so that's what Bedford needs to do. Just keep putting the pressure on, and the most important thing is getting shots on net.
Off the face-off, Bedford has control of the puck, then loses it to Stadheim for Hanover. He goes around one man in the corner, up the board, and over to Plotner. Plotner pass across to Wilson. Now Lehman tries to take a shot, but he gets hit as he takes a shot, and the puck goes out of the end in the Bedford end, so we're going to get a whistle. And a face-off to the left of Conor Lorendo.
So some people are probably wondering why the Division I game got the early bid. Originally they were slated for 5 o'clock, Harry, but Division III had a couple snow outs, and they flip-flopped. Division I is now, and Division III is going to be at 5 o'clock.
It gave Division III a little more time to recover from a game, from their semifinal. Puck shot into the Hanover end, where Obertang picks it up. He's being checked, but he gets around the Bedford player. Now 2-on-2, the Marauders come in. Long shot there by Obertang. It's kicked away by Lorendo. Centering pass to Plotner, but he can't get his foot on it, or his stick on it. And now it's shot out of the Bedford end. The Marauders regroup. Backhand pass there is chipped out of the zone. We get another whistle with 1:42 left to play.
Yeah, that was a dangerous play. That kick plate came back, pushed the puck right out beyond the other side of Lorendo, and he had to really push off to the side to be able to cover the other side of the net. But you got to be careful of the kick plates in this on this arena. It can be tricky.
Off the face-off in the neutral zone. Hanover controls, but a fan pass there. Jake San Clemente takes over and had an opportunity, but he gets checked off the puck. Bedford still holding it in. Parker Roberto fires it back, but Zinman takes it for Hanover and gets the puck up now to Woods, although he can't control it, so Bedford takes over in their end. Spencer turns away from one forechecker, gets it up the board. He finds Sylvain, who crosses into the Hanover end along the board, pulls up, looks for a centering opportunity, but it's broken up by Hanover. Gardner now for the Marauders, trying to get the puck out of the end. Turnover. Bedford had it for a moment, but Hanover takes it back. 1 minute left in the period, no score so far. Still in the neutral zone, Hanover tries to clear it in. It's intercepted. Now here's an opportunity for Bedford. Fires a shot, Sylvain. That's blocked by Larocque, and he puts a paw on it and gets a whistle with 47 seconds to play in the first.
Great work by Jack Sylvain there, taking the puck away, and why not? Tease it up, take the shot on net, see where it goes. Larocque made a save and covered up, but take shots.
There was a goal against Trinity. They just took a long shot from the point, and it beat the goaltender. You just never know.
You never know.
Off the face-off, Hanover recovers. Bedford recovers. There's a shot and a rebound. Larocque is able to grab them both. He let the rebound float out, and then he caught the second shot.
We talked about the rebounds. There's going to be rebounds there, Harry. They were there. Larocque was able to grab the glove. He's a right-hand glove, so he was able to snag it out of the air.
So off the face-off, it goes back into the Hanover corner, up the board now to McNulty. He flips it out, and it goes out of play into the penalty box. We'll get a whistle. 33 seconds left in the first. No score between Bedford and Hanover.
So Bedford at the edge here with shots on goal, 7-3. I give the edge of this period so far to Bedford. They've carried the play. Haven't been able to crack the score sheet yet, but they continue to put the pressure on Hanover.
On the face-off, the puck went Bedford's way, but it was broken up by the Hanover Marauders. Now here's a breakout for Stedheim. He's coming in all alone in the slot. Shot. Oh, he fires it just wide. Centering pass in front. Another rebound and scores. That was number 5. Lehman off the breakaway. The Hanover player got in the corner and centered it to Lehman, who was able to knock it right between the wickets of Lorendo, and they have a 1-0 lead.
Yeah, we talked about making mistakes, and Bedford made one there. They allowed Stadheim to cut in the net. He got a shot away, but it missed the net, but was able to push it back out in front. The defense wasn't there to pick up the loose man. Got a shot, and it squeaked by Lorendo's pad for a 1-0 Hanover lead.
And it was Plotner in the corner that made that centering pass, so Plotner's going to get the assist on that play. Plotner to Lehman. for a 1-0 lead for the Marauders here with 15.6 seconds remaining, and that's always hurts to give up a goal late in the period. So the puck is fired into the Bedford end. Parker Joyce gets it up the board, held in there by number 5, Lehman. Another shot attempt is blocked. Another centering pass. 3-2-1 over. That was a dangerous
you're living on the edge
in front of the goal there.
Yeah, living on the edge right there, Harry. That would have been bad if they would have given up another goal. They got to come out in the second period, a little more urgency there. I think they thought they had it in the first period, but Hanover with a last-minute goal leads 1-0 here as we go into the first intermission.
I know that you're never supposed to clear the puck in the middle of the ice,
Never.
but that last clearing attempt late in the period, there was a Hanover player right along the board, so all you were doing is just giving it right back to him, and from that interception of the clearing pass came 2 or 3 scoring chances late. So I think sometimes you have to look and see where you're passing the puck and find your opening.
Yeah, you know, they teach that from youth hockey. You never go out in front of your net. You never pass out in front of your net, but it's one of those things where it's so tempting. It's so much open ice. You don't think anybody's there, but there's always, you know, you have that tunnel vision and you pass it out in front, and there's the player on the other team just grabs it, and that's what happened in this case. So
the only goal so far for Hanover, it was with 15 seconds remaining in the first period, Lehman getting the goal with the assist from Plotner.
With 33 seconds left in the first period, they scored. Bedford really carried the play for that period. They outshot Hanover 7-4. They just didn't get the breaks, and Hanover was right on the doorstep and took advantage of a breakdown on Bedford's part and was able to score to go ahead. So if I'm Coach Myers, I'm just telling him, listen, you got to crash the net, keep the pressure on, keep doing what you were doing, use your speed to blow by the defense if you can, but most of all, get shots on the rock, crash the net, and take advantage of opportunities.
Bedford actually outshooting the Hanover in that first period, 7-4. Puck is dropped, and here come the Marauders. Goff into the Bedford zone, but it's picked up now by Bedford. Here's Bayer going the other way. Cross ice pass to Flynn, to Greer, and that's elbowed away by LaRock. Puck is cleared in the far corner, out of the zone. Bayer flips it back in, where Hanover takes over. Long pass off the stick of a player, goes right to Lorendo, takes a funny hop.
That was dangerous.
And the rebound is wide. Now, shot and score, centering pass and another score. It's 2-0.
Yeah.
You get the number of that player?
No, I didn't, Harry. That was a big.
Might have been Goff.
Bang, yeah, that was a quick play.
Number 4, no, it's Obertang. I think an assist from Stadheim.
So we talked about a breakdown and Hanover taking advantage of breakdowns, and there was one right there. It all started when the shot on Lorendo. He made the save. It bounced too far out in front of him. He had to poke check it away, dove at it. It went to the corner, and I think just stuff started breaking down right then and there. And a weird angle shot was able to squeak by Lorendo, and Hanover with a really large 2-0 lead here. Bedford's really got to step up now.
Now Bedford, a shot from the point, knocked away by LaRock in the corner. Recovered now by number 16 for Hanover, McNulty. Takes it up the board, fires it in, knocked out, and it's going to be an offsides on Hanover as Bedford tried to clear the puck, but the number 15, Woods, brought it right back in.
Yeah, you know, that's really a backbreaker right there. They score with 30 seconds left in the first period, and they come right out within the first minute and score another goal. That's really, it can be demoralizing, but Bedford's really got to put it back in the rearview mirror and step up.
Well, let's see how they respond here. Here's Sylvain carrying the puck behind the net. He's being checked and loses the puck behind the net. San Clemente comes in to forecheck, but McNulty takes it over for Hanover. Up the board now. Here's Zinman. Stops at the face-off circle, loses control momentarily, but gets it back to his point man Goff, who fires a shot and is saved by Lorendo. Now Giroux takes over behind the net for Bedford, trying to find a lane to get away, puts on the brakes, turns the other way, and here he comes. Pass up ice now to Sylvain. Sylvain over to Parker Roberto, brings it into the zone, tries to get around his man, loses the puck. Plotner takes it over for Hanover and flips it out. Puck is sitting in the Bedford end where Obertang recovers. He centers the pass, nobody home. But Correa in the corner now for Hanover, loses it, and puck is flipped out, and Bedford takes over 2-on-2. At the face-off circle, long shot. LaRock has got the rebound. He knocks it away, and his teammate puts it into the corner.
Yeah, there's that rebound we talked about, Harry. You got to be there.
Now up to the point, held in by Bedford. Down low. Here's Musgrave going behind the net, looking for somebody to pass it to. Now he comes out of the back, leaves it in the corner for Giroux. Giroux takes the backhand, or it's Wozlak, I should say, number 12. Puck is intercepted by Hanover, and they fire it in. This could be an icing. Misses everybody.
They're gonna wave it off, Harry.
Oh, and then
there's a mistake
there.
Right there. That's dangerous.
A Bedford defenseman tried to pass it to his partner, who wasn't expecting to pass. And now here comes Bear, beats his man in face-off circle. Oh, the shot right off the far post. Great opportunity for Bear. Just missed a chance to get Bedford within one. Now Hanover coming the other way. Stadheim into the Bedford end. Face-off circle, gets around one man. He gets wiped out. And then the rebound shot is saved by Lorendo.
Nice save by Lorendo.
Way to hold his
Huge
concentration
save.
after having his own man run into him there. Puck is at the blue line in the Hanover end. Finally flips across ice to Daly for Hanover, brings it into the Bedford side. He fires a shot, that's deflected away into the corner. Lehman now trying to get control. Up the board to McNulty, or from Gardner. His shot goes wide. Now behind the net. Bedford finally decides to just flip it out.
Yep.
And like I said, in the NHL, that would have been a delay of game, but in NHIA hockey, it'll just be a whistle.
Yeah, Bedford's coming out here. They're not playing well right now. I think they let those 2 goals get in their heads, and they really have to put it behind them, and they got to come at Hanover.
That defensive miscommunication behind the net is something I haven't seen all year.
Yeah, that could have been dangerous right there. That third goal would have really been hard to come back from.
Now Obertang fires it in. Backhanded out by Giroux. Big hit behind the net there on Obertang. Puck is in the Hanover end momentarily, but now here they come the other way. Woods, his shot, saved by Lorendo, kicks it away in the corner. Now Obertang, he tries to center it, but he misses his own man. The puck comes out into the center ice area. McNulty, pass up for Wilson, too far. Giroux takes it over for Bedford. He goes around the net and sends the puck up ice, where it will not be an icing. Went off a Hanover player. Lehman, backhand to Obertang. Goes along the board, puck is loose momentarily, comes to the point where Giroux's shot through a screen, kicked away by LaRock. Now San Clemente tries to keep it in. Puck is along the board. Plotner takes it over and gets it out into the neutral zone. Correa for Hanover, takes over. He's got 1-on-3. Gets the shot away anyway, and Lorendo kicks it away. Now back in the Bedford end. Taken away now by Goff. He comes down the slot. Good defensive play to break that up by Bedford, and the puck, or somebody runs into the net, and we're going to get a whistle because the puck is off, or that net is off its mooring.
Yeah, they're going to put the face-off outside in the neutral zone. But Bedford's really, they're not playing for it very well right now. Their defense is collapsing a little bit too much. They're not forcing the play, and they're coughing the puck up in their zone. Something it's a big no-no.
10:03 remaining here in the second period. 2-0. Hanover is in the lead, and we have a face-off just outside the Bedford end. And the official's ready to drop the puck. Stadheim taking the face-off for Hanover against Bear. Against Wozlak. Spencer in the corner. Now Goff takes it for Hanover. He tries to center it. That's blocked. Long pass by Lehman, misses everybody. Off to the other point, there's a shot that goes wide. Right now Hanover in control. Lehman's shot from the face-off circle. There's a deflection attempt. That goes wide of the net. Lehman has it once again. Along the board, Hanover's just controlling the puck here in the Bedford end. Finally, the Bulldogs come up with it and break out 3-on-2.
Kind of a flip-flop here from the first and second period.
Musgrave in the corner. He gets pushed off the puck.
Hanover is taking it to Bedford in this period.
Stadheim. Drop pass to Lehman. His shot is high. Blocked away by Lorendo. Into the corner goes to players, and Bedford comes up with the puck, and it goes up to Bear, who can't control it momentarily. Parker Joyce has it again. Tries to pass it to Parker Roberto, who's just coming off the bench, so he couldn't play the puck. Hanover takes over. They take a shot, but instead Bedford comes up with it now. Here's Flynn, poke checked away, loses the puck. McNulty fires it back into the Bedford end, where Tim Spencer has it. Now Greer flips it up, but it's taken over by Hanover. They fire it back, and I think they're happy to just keep firing the puck into the Bedford end.
Yeah, I'm not seeing the spark today, Harry, from Bedford. They're usually checking hard, and they're forechecking. Right now, I'm just not seeing it.
Now Bear in the Hanover end. He pulls up, tries to find Greer in the slot. That gets intercepted, and Hanover takes over. They flip it up and out of the ice into the stands. We'll get a whistle at the left faceoff circle in the Hanover end. Marauders leading 2-0 over Bedford here in the Division I final.
Yeah, Coach Myers is going to lean heavily on this first line here, which they're out again, and they really have to carry the team right now. They're looking for some kind of spark, and this first line really has to give it to them.
Off the faceoff, puck is out of the Hanover end. Now Daly fires a weak shot toward Lorendo, kicks it into the corner. Brian Greer tried to play it. Instead it goes to the point. Long shot saved by Lorendo. That was a point shot there by McNulty.
So Harry, just what I'm seeing right now in the second period is a total reversal of the first period. The shots are right now even when Bedford actually went in the first period with a 7-4 shot advantage. Right now it's 13-12 in favor of Hanover, so they have definitely carried the play here in the second period.
On the face-off, puck is still loose in the face-off circle. Finally Bedford recovers. Long lead pass to Sylvain. Kicks it over to Tim Spencer, who goes down the board. He gets rubbed out. Now San Clemente lays some lumber behind the net, but the Marauders take over nonetheless. Off the glass, up high, held in momentarily, but now comes out. Bedford has to clear the zone to stay onside. Lead pass too far for Correa. It goes all the way down, and that's going to be a icing on Hanover.
Yeah, Bedford's going to have to fire the puck in the zone, get in the corners, dig deep, get basically dirty, so to speak, and try to get the puck out in front of the rock and try to get a lucky bounce. But
kind of like what happened there with San Clemente. He came in full speed and put the hit on the Hanover player in the corner.
Can't be afraid to go into the corners.
So Parker Roberto wins his face off. The puck goes to the point. Long shot deflected by Roberto, just wide. Good chance there. Now the puck is along the board, trying to held in by Bedford. Sylvain gets it down to Roberto in the slot. Roberto gets taken down. I don't think it's a whistle.
That should have been a penalty. That was a check from behind, Harry.
Puck along the board, now hit right back to Hanover, and they're going to call that one on Bedford.
Yeah, high stick. So Bedford, there should have been a penalty before that. I think it was Parker Roberto who got hit from behind, but obviously Bedford retaliated, and now Bedford's going to be getting called, and they're going to be short-handed here for 2 minutes.
So Sylvain goes into the box for 2 minutes for the high stick, with 7:03 remaining here in the second period. Just showing a replay here, and he didn't exactly get a stick on him, but he did put his hand up, his glove into the helmet of the Hanover player.
That'll get called every time.
So Hanover on the power play is a shot from the point. That's kicked away by Lorendo along the far board. Puck is still loose. Bedford gets a flip and gets it out of the zone. And here comes Bear. Bear trying to get around his man.
That's a penalty. Absolutely.
There should be a penalty, and there is.
Every day of the week, that's a penalty. That's an interference call. That'll be a hold, and that'll negate the power play for Hanover. But Zach Bear tried to go around the defenseman. He had a clear path, and the defenseman just stepped into him, and that's interference every day of the week. And so smart play by Zach Bear to do that and negate the penalty.
So we'll be playing 4-on-4 now for the next minute and 37. Off the face-off, Flynn kind of weakly takes a shot. I think he fanned on it. The puck just goes slowly to Larocque. He puts a glove on it. We'll get a whistle now.
So now we have Parker, Roberto, and Eric Flynn on forward. And on defense, looks like we have Giroux and Spencer. Yeah, so 4-on-4 hockey here for a minute 31, and Bedford will go on an abbreviated power play.
So McNulty takes over for Hanover. Long pass up ahead to Goff. Goff, oh, what a beautiful deflection there by Goff, but Lorendo read it and got across.
Great tip, better save by Lorendo.
Puck is still in the Bedford end. Stedheim has it, tries to get around his man, gets a shot away. Lorendo kicks it away, and a collision at the goal sends the net off the moorings. We'll get a whistle.
Yeah, that was an almost there by Hanover. Great save by Lorendo. Nice tip. Lorendo pushed over in a butterfly and was able to get a piece of it to keep this game 2-0 Hanover with 6:10 left in the second period.
So we've had some good opportunities both directions so far in the last few minutes here on this 4-on-4
a little more
situation.
Yeah, a little more life as Bedford's concerned. A little more life.
Off the face-off, held in by Hanover. Back behind the net. Centering attempt. Goes out to the point. There's a long shot that goes wide by Zinman. Into the corner along the board. Zinman has it again. Tries to get away from his man. Looking for a pass to the point, and he gets it out there to Zinman. Down low to Gardner. In the corner, he's being watched by Spencer. Puck squirts loose. McNulty's there, tries to get it up, and what, we have another whistle? Another
Closing
penalty?
his hand on the puck. That could be a penalty. What are they going to call? They're going to call a face-off. They're going to blow a whistle. He actually grabbed the puck and he threw it down the zone. So that's going to be obviously a delay of game, but not a penalty. Just a whistle, and the face-off comes to the left of Lorendo.
32 seconds left on the penalty to Sylvain. 56 seconds left on the penalty Obertang for Hanover. Bedford wins the draw, and they send it out of the zone, where Greer picks it up. 2-on-2. Tries to get it in the middle to Flynn. He couldn't get a stick on it. Now Greer chases it back down and drops it for Giroux. Takes a shot from the face-off circle too far. Puck goes all the way to the other point where Parker Joyce couldn't quite get to it, and it's an offside situation. They have to clear the zone.
Yeah, 4 seconds here. Bedford goes on our power play.
Here's McNulty trying to get by his man. He's forced into the corner. Centers the pass. And
dangerous.
Bedford recovers and clears it out. So now they've got the man advantage for about 15 seconds. Hanover fires it all the way down as they can, being man short. Giroux with the puck. Long lead pass at center ice. Now flip over to Bear. Flynn recovers. Hanover takes it away. And they get the puck up to Obertang, who's got a lane, but Giroux comes by and breaks that up.
Nice play by Johnny Giroux to break that up.
Pass by Giroux, misses everybody, goes to center ice. But here's Bear. He beats one man and finally gets a shot on LaRock. Probably not the shot he wanted to take. He was forced into the side.
Yeah, he was forced off the play. He had a little bit of a lane there, but it was closed pretty quick by the Hanover defenseman. And he was kind of a weird shot, weird angle off to the side. Wasn't the shot he wanted, but they're not getting enough shots on LaRock on this period. They have to get more shots on him. I think they only had about maybe seven shots this period.
Now off the face-off. Bedford holds it in momentarily. He comes out. Parker Roberto across to Sylvain, who carries it in. Sylvain tries to get around his defenseman. Shot and a save by LaRock right there. Goes to the point to Giroux. Giroux's shot goes wide. Rebound off to the side. Parker Roberto tries to take a sharp angle shot. Now leaves it there for San Clemente. Back over to Parker Roberto into the corner, where it's recovered by Hanover. Held in though by Bedford. Giroux gets it across. Fires a shot, and glove save by Harris there on a good offensive sequence there by the Bulldogs.
Yeah, LaRock came up big there on the play before, made a great save, and that's what that's what Bedford has to do. They got to keep putting pucks on the net, and they had a shot there by, I believe it was Sylvain, but he tracked it all the way. But you're going to take a shot, you got to get somebody in front of LaRock.
Now Wozlak takes the face off. Puck goes to San Clemente, who gets a quick shot on LaRock. He's able to make the save. We'll get another whistle now. 3:40 remaining in the second period. 2-0 lead for Hanover. Bedford has to find the scoring touch here at some point if they expect to get back into the game.
Yeah, you want to get a goal before this period ends to cut it in half. You don't want to go in the third period down 2 goals.
Off the face-off, McNulty recovers for Hanover, gets it up the board, but Vadia is able to hold it in. Vadia tries to center a pass, and he does. Sharp angle there. Puck is kicked toward the net, and it's kicked away by LaRock. Parker Joyce tried to hold it in, but can't. Cleared away for Bedford, where Vadia picks it up along the board. He backhands it into the Hanover zone. Being ridden along the board, he tries to get away from his man. Now there's a scrum along the board. Puck squirts out toward the Hanover net, where it's intercepted by Warhold. He clears it out. Puck is rolling toward the Bedford net now. Spencer chases it down, goes behind the net, leaves it there for his partner, but his partner didn't know it was there. Puck comes out, and there's a shot attempt by Hanover, blocked by Lorendo. Puck now out of the zone. Hanover has to wait. That should be offside. Yes, it is. The puck just crossed the line momentarily.
So, a little bit of sloppy play there, Harry. On
that was another miscommunication between the defensive pairing, where one player for Bedford left the puck there thinking his teammate was going to come and get it, and his teammate was already breaking out.
That's exactly what happened. He backed off. Thought his defensive partner was going to grab it, and he didn't, and that could have been a dangerous situation.
So the faceoff comes all the way back to the Hanover end, where Bear takes it, but Hanover wins it. Puck goes up to Lehman along the board, shoots it out of the zone.
3-on-1, Harry.
And here comes a 3-on-1. Stedheim with the puck. Takes a shot. Saved by Lorendo. Stedheim decides to just take it himself, and Lorendo is able to get the pad on it. Although it didn't really bounce out, it kind of stuck under his pad a little bit, so he just kind of covered it up to get the whistle.
So what they'll do sometimes, when there's a 3-on-1, they're expecting a pass. They'll take a shot, hoping for a rebound with two open men can crash and maybe put it in the net.
On the faceoff, Kyle Greer tries to get to the corner, but instead Stenheim picks up the puck. There's a weak shot across. Goff in the corner, he centers it. Behind the net, Goff has it again. His centering pass is deflected away. Stadheim takes a cross-ice shot. Goes all the way up to Lehman, or to Obertang, but Bedford takes it away. Flynn has had a chance, but he gets rubbed into the board by Obertang. Behind the net, now Flynn comes back in for the forecheck. Held in by Bedford, long shot by Giroux, and that's gloved by Larocque.
Yeah, we haven't really seen a spark in that first line. The Flynn, Greer, Bear line has really they've been held in check all game. They haven't been able to use their speed. Eric Flynn, obviously, that's the fastest one on that line, hasn't been able to get cranking and get into the zone. So
number 2 line is off for Bedford right now. Off the face-off, Hanover clears it out of the zone. Parker Joyce now in the neutral zone. Up ice to Parker Roberto. Jake San Clemente goes into the corner. He's being watched there by Wilson of Hanover. He wheels around, gets it up to the point to Giroux. Giroux back to San Clemente along the face-off circle. Centering attempt is broken up there by Hanover, and they break out of their zone. Bedford recovers and fires it back in. San Clemente did that. Larocque is going to stick the puck up the board all the way into the neutral zone where Giroux has to play it. Now Parker Joyce, his pass misses everybody, and will this be an ice? Yes, it will.
1:21 left in the second period, Harry. Bedford down 2-0. They really have to pick up the pace. Hopefully they can get a goal here with 1:21 left and cut the lead in half, but they really have to pick it up come the third period.
Quick programming note, Bedford 105.1 and BCTV will have the boys' quarterfinal basketball game against Dover tonight from Bedford Gym at 7 o'clock. Make sure you tune in. Face off now in the Bedford end. Lehman has it, goes to the point now to McNulty. Shot by Lehman is stopped by Lorendo. Out of the zone momentarily. Hanover fires it back in where Parker Joyce has to play it. And we get a whistle here, and what's that going to be?
It's going to be a high stick.
A touch puck? A puck with touch by a high stick by a Bedford player. So
that'll come back, and that'll be to the right of Lorendo.
1:08 remaining in the second, 2-0. Stedheim on the face-off against Bear. It goes into the corner. Puck is loose. Giroux is chasing it down. He gets checked off the puck. Now finally Bedford breaks out of the end. Here comes Flynn. He loses it there to McNulty. McNulty does a 180 and sends it out the other way. Now Stadheim along the board, but Bedford beats him to it. Puck up the ice, intercepted by Hanover. And now Bear has it going the other way. Here's a chance. Bear fires a shot. That's off the defenseman. Goes into the corner. But he picks up his rebound. Oh, he gets decked behind the net.
Absolutely.
And it's going to be a penalty.
Yeah, that's going to be a cross-check. And Bedford's going to go on a power play here with 28 seconds left in the period, Harry. It'll carry over to the third. That could be the break Bedford needs.
That was I would call that a good penalty on the part of Hanover, because Bear had a real close-in opportunity if he was able to get around the corner of the net. So taking him down was probably the best thing they could do.
He had to jump on the. Yeah, he had to jump. Sorry, Harry. He had to jump on the rock, and they needed to do that.
Now Parker Roberto wins the face-off. Puck goes over to Greer, off to the other point. Down low, there's a wraparound attempt. Held in there by Giroux at the point. Giroux gets it to Roberto. Roberto back to Giroux. Giroux's long shot, that goes wide of the net. Chased down there by Greer. Held in by... And there's the whistle. That was held in by Bedford. That was Giroux, who was able to keep the puck in play, but time ran out. So Bedford gives up another goal in the first minute of the period to fall behind 2-0. But when they come back, they will have a minute and 32 remaining on the power play. Third period action about to begin. Bedford finds themselves down by 2 goals. And if they're going to defend their title, they've got to wake up and find the net this period.
Yeah, they did not have a good second period, Harry. Shot count is in favor of Hanover, 19-17. The shots Bedford did muster up, Harry, were not very good. They were just basically easy, softballs, I should call them, to the rock, and he was just able to make the good save. On the other hand, Hanover did bring it to Bedford. They scored right out of the gate in the second period. Bedford's got an uphill battle here, but the good thing about it is they start the period on a power play for a minute 32. So
and Hanover definitely has been applying the forecheck to great effectiveness here in this game. So we're ready to drop the puck. Parker Roberto at center ice. And the puck is fired into the Bedford end, where Kyle Greer plays it. He winds up behind the net, comes out the other end. Puck checked off momentarily by Stadheim. Has to regroup. Puck right back to Kyle Greer. Takes a long shot from the red line. Along the board, Parker Joyce meets it in the corner. But McNulty gets it for Hanover behind the net.
Yeah, Bedford's trying to set up here.
Now up to the other point. Greer holds the puck in. His shot deflected up in the air and cleared out of the zone. Here comes Stadheim into the Bedford end. He tries to get around his defender, but the puck rolls to Lorendo. He knocks it away. 48 seconds left in the Bedford power play. Giroux now takes over behind the net, trying to find a lane. He's being checked by Stadheim. Stadheim is all over him and finally is able to break up the pass and clear it all the way down back into the Bedford end. Lorendo leaves it for Parker Roberto. He's being watched by Lehman.
Yeah, nice back check by Stadheim.
Giroux, pass up ice to Sylvain. He pulls up at the point, trying to set up the power play box. Just 20 seconds remaining in that man advantage. Down low to Roberto, back up high to Giroux. Now at the face-off circle to Sylvain, down to Roberto. Centering pass misses everybody, but it goes back to Giroux. His shot is blocked in the corner to Roberto. Sylvain at the face-off circle tries to skate around his man. Puck is deflected momentarily. Roberto recovers, and the power play is over. Hanover has killed it off. Now here comes Gardner, 2-on-1. Centering pass to Zinman, too far. He can't get a shot away. Bedford clears it out, and this is going to be an icing call here.
Yeah, that was dangerous. The player came out of the box, and they had a quick 3-on-1 coming into the Bedford zone, but the play never developed and went wide. So fortunately for Bedford, but unfortunately Bedford did not capitalize on that abbreviated power play. They got to find a way to get a goal here, Harry. Dirty, lucky bounce, whatever, but they got to score.
Off the face-off, quick shot by Plotner is gloved by Lorendo. We get another whistle to his right. 13:07 remaining in this period. Don't forget, Bedford 105.1 will be bringing you the boys' playoff quarterfinal tonight at 7 o'clock. Make sure you tune in or watch on BCTV 23. Off the face-off in the corner. Puck is loose. Flipped up off the board and out of the zone, actually out of play. We'll get another whistle in the Bedford end.
So what we're looking for here in the third period is that first line of the Bear, Flynn, and Greer. I mean, this is their last game. They're all seniors. It's time to step up. It's time to carry the team and make something happen and get a spark.
Wilson on the face-off for Hanover against Bear. Puck is won by Hanover. Shot from the point is deflected. Chased down by Correa in the corner. Over to Wilson. His centering pass sitting in the slot, but picked up by Bedford. Now here comes Bear along with his teammates. 3-on-3. Bear goes the long way around his player. Takes a shot that goes wide. Good opportunity there. Another collision with the net. What's the whistle about?
Yeah, so Bear came in on onto the wing, and then he got tripped up and crashed into the rock. But they're going to say that the Hanover player tripped him up. No penalty, but the face-off's going to come to the right of the rock.
12:38 to play in the game. 2-0 Hanover in the lead. Shot from the point by Musgrave. That was by Brian Greer. That floated right into the breadbasket of the rock.
That's what they need to do, Harry. That's absolutely. They need to get right in front and maybe tip it, and that's the recipe to score a goal right there. Can continue to do that.
So Sylvain picks up the puck in the face-off circle. He's checked along the board, but he gets free. Takes a shot. Puck is loose. Rebound. Another rebound and score.
See, Harry, we talked about that. You got to get rebounds. They took advantage of a rebound and put it between Larocque's legs. A great goal, a timely goal.
Parker Roberto got that on the rebound. Yeah. He just kept fighting for it. That shot from Sylvain kind of handcuffed Larocque, and the rebound just loose in the face-off circle, and Roberto just kept pounding it until it went in.
Yeah, that's a great job by Parker Roberto. Didn't give up on the play, kept fighting for it, and got the loose puck and put it home. They cut the lead in half, 2-1 with 12:25. Plenty of time left for Bedford to get back into this game.
And that's got to shake Hanover's confidence a little bit. They were riding high. They were keeping Bedford at bay. Now all of a sudden, they broke the seal, and they got to be thinking to themselves, if Bedford were to make some strong plays here, it could really get under their skin, get in their heads a little bit.
Yeah, they needed that. They really needed that. And kudos to Parker Roberto for stepping up, the junior, and putting the puck in the net.
Roberto gets thrown out of the face-off circle. Don't know why. Sylvain takes it, and Roberto winds up winning the face-off. Goes into the Hanover end, goes around one man, tries to center it. Puck was loose momentarily, but cleared away. Now goes up to the point to Giroux. Giroux back down to Roberto. Intercepted by Hanover, held in though by Sylvain, but finally comes out. Here comes Hanover the other way. And it's going to be an offsides too, because Stadheim was too far ahead of the play there. Yeah,
and that goal really woke up the Bedford crowd here. You can hear them. They're on their feet now. They needed that. Now you got to have the fans behind you, and they do now. So that'll give you a little bit of extra boost of energy.
So the face-off in the neutral zone won by Hanover. Gardner has it. Fires a high shot. Oh, that was blocked by Lorendo, but the rebound bounced right in front. It was cleared away by Giroux, luckily. Now in the corner, fighting for possession, still trying to find the loose puck. It squirts out into the crease, and it's picked up by Bedford and cleared up into the Hanover end. Wozlak can't keep control. Hanover recovers. Now Lehman up along the board, takes a long shot that hits a stick and goes way up high into the netting, and we get a whistle.
So definitely you can feel the energy shift here, Harry. Bedford's really woken up by that goal, and they're coming at Hanover, and exactly what you and I talked about between the periods, that's what Bedford needed to do. They needed to come out flying, and they're doing it right now.
So Zinman's going to take the face-off against Bear. Puck is loose in the face-off circle. Bedford recovers it. Greer tips it up to Flynn, and now here they come 2-on-2. Flynn along the board. Takes a shot from the face-off circle, saved by Larocque. He picks up his rebound, tries a wraparound. That goes wide. Bear gets the loose puck in the face-off circle. There's a centering pass. Oh, just misses the post. Now it's behind the net. Centering pass up to Bear. Loose still, and finally bounces up to the point. Parker Roberto takes a shot. It's intercepted by Hanover, and Zinman carries it out 3-on-2 for the Marauders. He leaves it there for Woods, but it's broken up by Bedford, and here they come the other way with an odd man rush. Bear with a shot high in the slot over the net. Bear recovers the rebound. He tries to center it, goes too far. Will they hold it in? No. Bedford will have to clear the zone. Spencer couldn't quite hold it in. Marauders make a change while the puck is in the neutral zone. Puck is left there by Greer. His shot is blocked. Back to the point. Long shot hits a defenseman. That shot was by Bear. And here comes Hanover the other way. Too far though. It's going to go right to Lorendo. Actually, he's going to let it go behind the net. They'll get a whistle and an icing call.
He dropped his pad against the post and went right by the goal for a whistle. So
a little insurance. You never know if the puck's going to hit a crease or something and take a weird bounce. So. As a precaution, he kept his pad down, but he let the puck ice going behind the net, and we get the whistle at 10:31 left to play in the Hanover end. Off the face-off, shot by Giroux is blocked. Parker Roberto behind the net, So's Jake San Clemente. He's in the middle of a scrum. Hanover comes up with the loose puck, though. Puck goes off a skate, right to a Bedford player, right to Roberto. He clicks it right back into the Hanover end. Now Sylvain chases it down to the corner, but the Marauders take over. Floats out into the neutral zone. Bedford has it, fired right back into the zone, into the corner. Race to the puck, Hanover wins it. And now here they come the other way momentarily. But Jake San Clemente beats them to the puck and takes over. His pass is too far. Stadheim takes it for Hanover. He's in the corner there with Goff. Now behind the net, group of players trying to come free. Still loose, just trying to fight for possession on the board. Giroux loses it finally to the Hanover player. Gets it back momentarily, fighting for possession, finally gets it up to Giroux. He runs into his player, but gets a pass up high, trying to get it to Parker Roberto, gets free. He takes a backhand shot that has to be knocked away by LaRock, and the puck is in the neutral zone where Tim Spencer has it now.
Great play by Parker Roberto. Great shift.
Obertang for Hanover into the Bedford end. His shot is kicked away by Lorendo. Along the side of the net, now in front, tries to pass it out, intercepted by Hanover, taken away by Bedford, and here they come now with a 3-on-2 rush, but instead they're going to take a change. Just clear the puck down to get a change. Roberto goes off the ice, and Hanover recovers and tries to set up their attack. Long lead pass now for Plotner's too far. Could have been trouble if he had made contact. In the corner, Bedford recovers the puck and goes the other way. There's a pass up high, but I don't think Flynn saw that, or Greer saw that. Now Musgrave gets it out of the end momentarily. Tipped in by Vadia into the corner. Hanover has to chase it down. Musgrave's watching him along the far board. Daly plays it for Hanover. Bounced back in by Bedford, but it's an offsides play. If they touch it, they do. Yeah. They'll get a whistle.
They got to call that all the way down. They got to call that intentional.
Yeah, I think so.
Offside, all the way down to the right of Lorendo with 8:16 left here in the third period. With Hanover up 2-1. Bedford scoring on a Parker Roberto goal.
On a rebound. So Bedford making it closer, and they're within striking distance now. Face-off is to the right of Lorendo. They win it. Shot from the point by Hanover goes wide. Bedford player fires it over to Giroux in the other corner. Long lead pass to Flynn, to Greer, I should say. Puck bounces out once again, though. Bear is bringing the puck all the way back into the Bedford end, trying to get clear of his man, tries to get up to Kyle Greer. Greer skates along the board. He's got two men on him. Finally loses the puck to the Hanover player. It's flipped out back into the Bedford end, where Giroux has to play it behind the net. Giroux up to Kyle Greer. Up to Bear, his long shot, a weak one, is gloved easily by LaRock. We get a whistle at 7:31 remaining in the third period. Marauders lead 2-1.
So what we're seeing here is that Bedford's strategy is to dump the puck in, get it deep, get somebody down into the corners, and try to get the setup in there. So they're changing the philosophy just a little bit.
Face off from the point. Spencer fires it along the board down low. It clears out to the other point. That's fired back in. Jake San Clemente's going to forecheck. He does get a stick on it. Now to the other corner is Parker Roberto. Off the board, it's recovered by Hanover, where Lehman has it, and tries to get by his man. Oh, there's going to be a call on Bedford here, a hooking call, I believe.
That's going to be on Sylvain for tripping, or actually hooking.
Yeah, it looked like he got pulled above the waist. So
yeah, as we get closer to the end of the game here, that's not what they need. 7:03 left in the third. They're down 2-1. They got to make sure they don't allow a goal here, and keep it within one goal.
Yeah, that's the challenge at hand here, is not letting the game get out any more than it is.
Yeah, I mean, shots are even 22 apiece, so obviously they got to be careful here. Play smart.
So Stadheim on the face-off. It goes to Lehman. Down low to Zinman behind the net. He's looking for a path to center it to. Up to the point to Obertang. To Stadheim in the face-off circle. Obertang at the point. Takes a wrister. Kicked away by Lorendo. Zinman in the corner. intercepted by Bedford.
Just out of his reach, Harry.
Just missed Bear on a breakaway. Could have had a chance there on a short-handed play. Instead, it gets knocked back into the Bedford end, where Bedford will clear it out with 1:29 remaining in the power play for Hanover. Obertang escapes one forechecker, takes his time, gets it over to Zinman. Zinman's lead pass to Stadheim. He's in the face-off circle, checked off the puck, but it goes right over to Lehman. Checked again and flipped out of the zone, where Bear gets a stick on it but can't quite control it. Now Stadheim brings it back in for Hanover. He gets checked and the puck is cleared out. They have to clear the zone now. Obertang brings it into the Bedford end. He gets held up on the blue line, loses the puck. Bedford clears it out. Obertang recovers. Bear is watching him. He takes Obertang out. Now here's a weak shot from the point by McNulty. That's easily saved by Lorendo. Puck rebound goes in front of the net. Loose for a moment, and Lorendo makes a save there from point-blank shot.
Yeah, they're going to call that outside.
Yep, there was an attempt by Hanover to hold the puck in. It was just outside. There'll be a whistle for an offsides.
Nice save by Connor Lorendo. He couldn't find the puck, and what they teach goalies in this day and age is when they can't find the puck and they lose it, they drop into a butterfly and they cover the lower part of the net, and that's what happened. He got into a butterfly, opened up his pads. The shot came out low, and he had the pad right there and made a save.
Looks like we've got a timeout here by somebody.
So I think
with 5:34 remaining in the game.
It's going to be Hanover. I believe Hanover is going to call the.
And Hanover did.
Yeah. So they're going to call a timeout here.
So they have 31 seconds remaining in this power play. You think their coach is trying to come up with some strategy, try to add a goal here while they have the man advantage?
Yeah, I mean, this is obviously the next goal is huge. I mean, if they obviously Hanover gets it, a 2-goal deficit with less than 7 minutes left in the game, that's huge. But Bedford's looking to tie it here. Yeah, so why not? I mean, obviously the draw is going to come into the Bedford zone, try to set something up, maybe a tic-tac-toe play. They get a shot on Lorendo, maybe get a rebound, because they got 31 seconds left here, as you said, in the power play. Much better period, Harry, I should say, by Bedford. They came out. They really needed that goal. Roberto gave them the goal. They needed a spark. They need to continue that. And obviously get the equalizer and just put some more pressure on the goalie for Hanover.
So they're still discussing strategy over at the Hanover bench. The Bedford players are waiting at the face-off dot. And that horn sounds the end of the timeout.
Yeah, 5:34 left here. Not a lot of time left, but still some time to get that goal. But Bedford's really got to put some pressure on and a little desperation here.
So Musgrave and Parker Roberta are out there. Brian Greer tries to clear the puck, but it's intercepted there by Zinman. Behind the net, he centers it. Recovered by Bedford. Here comes Musgrave the other way with Parker Roberto. Musgrave tries to get it to Roberto. His shot, just behind, takes a rebound shot that goes off the back of LaRocque's leg, but goes forward instead of backwards, so no harm there to the Marauders. Puck is shot back into the Bedford end. Spencer recovers it. Flips it up high. It's intercepted there by Obertang at the center ice circle. Then fired back in by Hanover, where Giroux has to recover it.
Back to 5-on-5, Harry.
Zinman closing on him. McNulty for Hanover. Here's Stedheim. Loses the puck momentarily, but gets the shot off. Oh, we have an injury now. Are they going to blow the whistle? What number is that?
That's I think that's going to be Spencer, Timmy Spencer, the captain. I think he took it off the wrist. He's holding his arm.
Yeah.
And he's in pain. I'm not sure if it was the puck that hit him or if it was the stick that came up from Stadheim, but he definitely took a shot, and he's in a lot of pain right now.
Yeah, he had checked Stadheim off the puck, but Stadheim recovered enough to get a pretty hard shot on Lorendo, who was able to play it. But yeah, I think it might have been the puck that hit Timmy Spencer there on the play. He's still on the ice with the trainers, finally getting up off the ice, holding that wrist, and he's getting an ovation from the crowd.
Yeah, they can ill afford to lose him. He's one of the top defensemen. They need him out there.
You know, at this point, sometimes when you take a hard blow to a bone or something like that, it's ringing. You give it a minute or two to calm down. We might see Spencer back out there again, maybe with a little bit of swelling. But Again, there's only 4:38 remaining in the season for both teams, so
yeah.
Zinman taking the face-off here.
And the highlight for Bedford has been Parker Roberto.
There. Oh, there's a loose puck. Comes out to the point. McNulty, he waits for Zinman to play the puck in the corner. He tries to center it. Daly hits the stick on it. And finally, it goes behind the net. Big scrum back there for recovery. Woods, he's being watched by Roberto. Puck comes out in front. Digging in the crease. Lorendo's able to stop Daly right at the doorstep.
Yeah, that was dangerous right there. They allowed the Hanover forward to come out in front of the net and get a shot on Lorendo. There was a rebound. Lorendo found it, pounced on it, and covered up for a whistle. But Bedford's got to be careful here. They're playing on dangerous territory. They're letting them come around and get point-blank shots on Lorendo. They can't let that happen.
Bedford wins the face-off. Puck is shot off the board. Out of the zone. They fired right back in. And Giroux has some room to recover here. Long lead pass to Flynn, goes off his stick right to a Hanover player. Then goes off of Flynn into the Hanover end. Obertang controls it, sends it across, but Parker Joyce is there to fire it right back in. McNulty for Hanover. Long lead pass up to Lehman. It goes off his stick, fired back into the Hanover end, where Flynn has checked off the puck. And now Hanover goes behind the net to recover. Zinman gets it over to Obertang. Obertang up to Lehman. Now Stadheim along the board. He's got Wilson with him. Tries to center the pass, but he can't get it to Wilson. Another centering attempt. Puck is loose. And now Bedford breaks out the other way. Flynn. Greer over to Flynn, I should say. He holds it in momentarily. They recover it, though, and they carry it right back out of the zone. Stedheim backhands it right back into the Bedford end. Parker Joyce tries to chase it down, but Woods is there. He fires it back into the other corner. Forecheck is on by Hanover here. Bedford's got to be a little bit careful. Now the puck up the ice is too far for Flynn. Hanover just slips it in to the zone where Woods chases it down in the corner. His shot goes wide. Over to the other corner. Zinman has it momentarily, loses it, comes out into the neutral zone. They have to clear the zone to get onside. Now here's a quick pass to the blue line to Parker Roberto. He can't get a stick on it. Goes all the way into the neutral zone. San Clemente backhands it back into the Hanover end. 2:25 left in the game here. Keep an eye on Lorendo, see if they might pull him for the extra attacker. Giroux gets around his man, but loses the puck momentarily. Now Roberto in the neutral zone. Gets it over to Sylvain. He gets checked off the puck. Obertang clears it right back into the Bedford end, goes behind the net. Lorendo tries to cover it up and does get the whistle, and sticks go up between Spencer and Obertang momentarily. No calls, though.
Yeah, look for, now's the time. Look for Coach Myers to take his time out here shortly. He may want to wait till a face-off on the other end, but he's got his first line out there right now, and they have to step up right now. They're looking for the spark.
Bear on the face-off, he wins it. Spencer backhands it across to Greer on the other board. He backs up and finally fires it up the ice. Intercepted by Hanover, but the puck rolls into their end. Obertang tries to go behind his net to shake Flynn. Long lead pass picked up by Spencer and then flipped right back in by Greer. Just a game of ping pong at this point. Both teams just kind of trading possessions, and that time the puck went in the Hanover end while Bedford was offsides. We'll get a whistle.
So Bedford's going to change their D, and they're going to keep the first line out there. So on D is going to be Giroux, and actually he's going to go Giroux and Roberto. Yeah, he's going to keep Roberto out there on defense. So
and Lorendo's starting to make a move toward the bench, although Hanover with the puck, he can't go quite yet. Up the board now. Puck goes over to Wilson. He backhands it into the end. Giroux is going to chase it down. Parker Roberto. Puck comes out, though. There's a shot by Hanover. Wilson's shot on Lorendo. He makes the save with his blocker. Finally, Greer comes up with the puck. Great forecheck here by Hanover, just not giving Bedford any opportunity.
Yeah.
With 1:08, they still haven't been able to get out of their end.
So it looks like Coach Myers is going to be using a fourth forward here and one defenseman. Smart move.
Surprised he hasn't used a timeout, though, to give his guys a breather.
I think he's going to wait. I think he wants to make sure, he wants to see if he can get it in the other end and then come up with a game plan right now.
So 1:08 remaining in regulation. Bedford is down by 1. And you can hear the Bedford faithful trying to urge their players on to a victory here. The puck goes behind the net where Parker Joyce backhands it up to Greer. Greer flips it up now to Bear, and here comes Bear into the Hanover end. His shot is blocked. Now,
all right, now you're going to see Coach Myers use his timeout here.
Flynn's shot was also deflected into the netting with 53 seconds left to play. You think this is going to be the timeout?
Yep, there it is. He's got the sign. He's his timeout. So he's going to formulate something. He's probably going to he's going to use that.
No, actually, he's not going to use the timeout, but he did bring Lorenzo to the bench. So now there's six attackers on for Bedford.
Yeah, he's using it.
Oh, now he is.
Yeah,
okay.
I saw him on the bench doing the timeout. So
I think that maybe he likes to kind of get as much time off as possible, so he waits.
So I think what's going to happen here, he's going to roll. Obviously, he's going to roll his first line with Greer, Bear, and Flynn. He's going to put Roberto out there because Roberto's had a heck of a game, and I think he's going to put Jack Sylvain out there because he's been playing very well. And his defenseman, he's going to put Giroux, and he's going to put Parker Joyce, sorry.
Okay.
Parker Joyce out there. Couldn't think of the name. Two Parkers. And that's when he's going to roll that. The goal is to draw the puck back and almost act like it's a power play and try to get the wings to go down and get an open shot on the side. Get the goalie moving from across the crease and get a shot on net.
Well, only seconds remain in the season if Bedford doesn't tie the game up here.
Yeah, they got a minute left in the game?
Well, the timeout, 53.5 seconds. They put the time back up on the scoreboard.
Yeah.
So here we go. Bear on the face-off. They win it. It goes to the point. To Roberto. Giroux. His shot is wide. Back to the cross corner. There's a centering attempt that goes wide. Roberto picks up the puck. His shot off a Hanover player.
Got to get on him.
And now they recover. Long pass is blocked. And here comes Bedford the other way. We got an opportunity 3-on-2. Here's Bear. Centering pass. His shot. The shot by Greer is blocked and goes wide into the corner. Held in there momentarily by Bedford. But now the lead pass. Oh, a big check there. Probably saved the goal by number 11. Still in the Bedford end, though. They got to get the puck out of the zone. Here they go. 13 seconds remaining. Hanover has the puck in the neutral zone. They fire it in. Kyle Greer, 8 seconds left. Long lead pass to Flynn. Only a few seconds to get a shot off. Flynn has a chance. Shot and blocked by Hanover. And that's going to be the game. The Marauders do it. They hang on.
Yeah, unable to put the puck in. They had their chances, Harry, with a minute left. They were not able to do it. And they fall, and they aren't able to three-peat. They fall 2-1 to a Hanover team that really played a sound game.
And if I would have to give credit to the Hanover forecheck and defense. They really didn't give Bedford a lot of room to operate.
No,
anytime they didn't have anybody in the clear, and anytime they had an opportunity to get a shot off, somebody was throwing their body in the way or breaking up the play. So it was a tough fight for Bedford, but a real hard-fought win for the Marauders. So hats off to them.
So obviously it's the end of the road for the seniors, but they played a heck of a season. Zach Bear, Eric Flynn, Greer, that first line. If you're looking for any silver linings, I'd say you're looking at probably Parker Roberto. I believe Roberto's a junior, so he's coming back next year. So he's and Jack Sylvain obviously is a junior as well. So they're going to have a good first line again next year, and you have a lot of freshmen coming up. Probably going to make varsity third line. So they have a good future, and they were basically one goal short of tying it.